So I was in New York, and I was speaking to a young businessman, and I'm talking about Tzfat, how inspiring it is, and for these young boys coming after high school. And he says, what about us? What about the married guys? So then this idea started developing in my head, and as I started talking to more and more people about it, more young businessmen expressed an interest in having a program where they could come and spend a week in Tzfat. It's so important for them, being in the hustle bustle of the world, having a week of a spiritual retreat where they can connect to their own Jewish values, where they could focus a little bit on bettering themselves as husbands, as fathers to their kids. So that's when this idea started becoming, that to create a center for not just for young boys, but also for businessmen of all ages to be able to come to Tzfat and be inspired. This inspiration that Tzfat has to offer is not only for young teenagers, but also for men of all ages and people of all ages that need it in today's world. Where do you get inspired today, right? in the world. So inspiration has become a very valuable thing that Tzfat has much to offer, and that's where this whole idea of recharge in Tzfat program for a businessman, that's where it all took off. So we're living at a time of a spiritual famine, if you would call it. Yeshivas are doing great, schools are doing great around the world, that's true. However, there is a growing lack in spirituality. Students from around the world, from various Jewish religious backgrounds, all report to the same void of connection to God, and they all come to Tzfat on Shabbat or a birthright or whatever it is, seeking that unique spirituality and happiness in Judaism that, thank Baruch Hashem, exists here in Tzfat. And we want the whole world to have this. We want every Jew in the world to be connected to their Judaism, to their individual connection to Hashem. Not just boys after high school. Men, I don't care how old you are, you need to be connected to Hashem. We're now looking at this building that would be amazing in facilitating this whole new operation. Also with expanding as far as facilities for the boys and rooms for the guys, a music room, a gym, and a whole learning center for young businessmen that will come from all over the world to gain from the tremendous wealth, spiritual wealth that Tzfat has to offer. That's in today's world so necessary. With Hashem's help, we'll be able to facilitate all of our wonderful dreams that we have for us, for you, for Am Yisrael.